Going. Okay. So we will begin, okay, with the chanting, like we always start with the chanting, and then we will begin with the session, okay? So I hope you all are there. Your videos are not on. So you can close your eyes, okay, and you can chant together, okay? So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, so Hare Krishna, everyone. We can now begin with today's session. And Hari Bol, Arijit was using the beats and he tried, and I could see that he was doing it seriously. And Atharv is also here. And Ramkrishna, Shraddha, and Lakshita. You can also switch on your videos so that it's more interactive, the class, and we can begin with the session, okay? So, like we always do, we will take a quick recap of our previous session. So, who can remind me what was the topic for previous class in Bhagavad Gita? Mm-hmm. Who can remind me? I have forgotten what did we discuss in the previous session? Before when we met on Tuesday, what was our topic? Can anyone remind me? I'll give you a hint. Okay, Ramakrishna has raised his hand. Yes, Ramakrishna?
Yoga.
Yoga. Which yoga? Which yoga? Yes, Bhakti Yoga. That's correct. So in the previous session, we had discussed about Bhakti Yoga. So now, Atharv, can you name the types of yoga? First, tell me how many yogas are there, how many in total, and name them.
I forgot both.
You've forgotten. Okay, no worries. See, I'll remind you. We have we have the yoke system to attain what? Why do we follow this path? What do we want to attain? Yes, tell me. You're on unmute, Atharv. I'm asking you. Atharv, you're on unmute only. You're not? Okay, wait 1 second.
We
Yes.
want to attain moksha.
Yes, we want to attain moksha, right? So we had discussed 3 parts in total, right? So in the previous session we had discussed Bhakti Yoga. Now Lakshita, she remembers the name of all the 3 parts. Okay, she will help you, Atharv. Yes, Lakshita, tell me the name of all the 3 parts.
Karma Yoga,
Hmm.
and Jnana Yoga.
Yes, Hari bol. So, you got reminded now, Atharv? Okay, so it is
Yes.
Karma Yoga, then we have Jnana Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. Okay, so in the previous session, we had discussed Bhakti Yoga. Now, who will tell me that in total, how many forms of Bhakti Yoga are there? In total? Who knows the answer? Yes, Shraddha.
9.
Yes, very good. Do you remember the name of all the 9 forms?
Yes.
You remember, very nice. Tell me.
Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Dasyam,
Hmm.
Atmanivedanam,
Hmm.
Archanam, Vandanam,
Hmm.
Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam, Padasevanam.
Yes, Padmasevanam also. Okay, did you name all? Okay, we will revise this serially. Okay, see, the first form that we have is Shravanam. Okay, what is Shravanam, everyone? It is, who can tell me? Okay, you tell me, Shraddha, what is Shravanam? It means hearing the name of God. Okay. Then the second form that we had discussed, it was Kirtanam. Kirtanam means to sing the name and the glory of the Lord. Okay. Like you do Kirtans also, right? You have your Kirtan session also. Then we had Smaranam, the third form, okay, which is to remember God. Like whatever you are doing in your daily life, you should have at the back of the mind, there should be a remembrance of God. Okay. Then we had Padasevanam, meaning serving the lotus feet of God. Okay. And then we had Archana, which means to do pujas, then to do offerings, fire offerings to God. Okay. Then Vandana. Vandana means what? It means worshipping through prayers. Then we had Dasyam. Dasyam means to serve God. Then we had Sakyam, which meant to be God's friend, like a Sakha. Okay. Or we can, and basically it means to surrender completely to God. Okay. Then we had the final one, which is Atma Nivedana, meaning offering your own self. Okay. So these were the 9 forms of Bhakti Yoga that we had discussed in the previous session. Okay. Now, okay, in today's session, what we will be doing, we have shloka recitations. Okay, we will learn shlokas. We will understand some meanings of the, some important shlokas that we have in Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Up till here, up from the previous session, anyone has any doubts? Then you can raise your hand. Ramakrishna, you want to say something?
Mataji, I have not a doubt. I want to say
Hmm.
that from Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, and Dhyana Yoga,
Hmm.
Bhakti Yoga is the topmost and best.
Yes, that's very good. And very, thank you. I think I had not mentioned this point till now, and I was, thinking to mention this in today's session. And thank you for reminding. So you're correct. Bhakti Yoga of all the three, it is the best. And why is it also the best? Because it's the easiest. When you compare Karma Yoga, Dhyan Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga, we are living in Kal Yuga, right? And we have our other duties, we have other things to do also. So with that, Bhakti Yoga, it's feasible to do and it's easier in comparison to others. The other two are not, it's not wrong, but in the age that we are living, the most feasible one is Bhakti Yoga for us. That's very nice. Very good, Ramakrishna. Do you want to say something else also? You
No.
want to say something else?
No.
Is that all? Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Lakshita, yes. She wants to share something. You have any doubt from previous session?
Atmanivandanam, the last one is there, right? What is
Yes.
like I didn't understand that much properly about it.
Okay, see, Atma Nivedanam. Okay, Atma means self. Remember, Atma, we had discussed soul. So, what are we? We are soul, right? So, Atma, that means ourselves. Okay, and Nivedanam means to offer. So, what are we doing in Atma Nivedanam? In this form, yes, we are offering our own self to God. Like we offer prasad, we sometimes offer fruits, or when we prepare something at home, we offer to God, right? But in Atma Nivedanam, what are we doing? We are offering our own self to God. We're like, telling God that, I completely offer myself to you. Now you can, do whatever you want. Like I will walk as per you, as per your guidance, and whatever you will guide, however you will guide me, I will follow. That is Atmanivedana, to offer your own self. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So now we'll begin, okay, with today's session. Just let me know if my screen is visible to all of you. It's visible? Okay. So we will be learning few shlokas today. Okay. So the first shlok that we will be learning today is 15.7, chapter 15, shlok 7. Okay. I will read out it to you first. We will see what is the meaning. Then we will recite together. Okay. So it's Mamya Vamso Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhute Sanatana, Manashastrani Indrani, Prakriti Sthani Karsati. So the meaning of this shlok is the living entities in this conditioned world are my eternal fragmental parts. Due to conditioned life, they are struggling very hard with the six senses, which include the mind. So in this shlok, what Lord Krishna is saying, that the living entities here means includes everything, okay? Not just human beings, but we can say animals, plants, birds, every living entity. In this conditioned world are my eternal fragmental parts, meaning we are part of God. Okay, like we say Ansh, right? We are God's Ansh. So, what is Lord saying here? That we are His part, okay? His fragmental part, meaning important parts, and we are all eternal. We have been staying. And how do we know this? We are souls, we discussed. So we are eternal, okay? And due to conditioned life, what are we, what is our condition right now? We are all struggling, okay, with very hard with our six senses. Now, why is it mentioned six senses here? We have five senses, right? We have our eyes, nose, then we have the skin, the tongue, the ears. Then which is the sixth sense? It's the mind. Okay, the sixth sense which is being referred to here is the mind. We sometimes you must have heard people saying that her sixth sense is very strong. So that's the sixth sense. Okay. So because of this condition, our soul has been conditioned. It's not that pure right now. That is why we are here in this material world, right? So what are we doing? We are struggling. So God here is saying that we are all his part and parcels, okay, and we have to return to him one day. Okay. So the living entities in this conditioned world are my eternal fragmental parts. Due to conditioned life, they are struggling very hard with the six senses, which include the mind. So he is declaring this, that we are his part, but because we have, our soul is conditioned, here we are in this material world struggling with our six senses. Okay, very simply, this verse is there. Now we will recite this. Okay, I will unmute only three of you for now. We'll do turn by turn, and then we will. Yes, Athan. Yes, Arijit.
Teacher, so you
Mhm.
said that our soul was that not good. So do you mean that before we came to this material world, we were in heaven, like in the
You can
God's
say
world?
we were with God in his spiritual world. Okay, instead of using the term heaven, we can use the term spiritual world. Okay.
So so before we came here, we went to spiritual world.
Yes, we were in the
But then
spiritual.
then if we in the in the God's place, how did we get bad soul?
So how did we remember in Moksha? I think in Moksha only we had discussed this. That why did we come to this material world? Because we had this. Our ego developed. We wanted this thing that I want to live independently. Remember the story of the father and son we discussed, that the son wanted to live independently from father. So we had this desire in us. It was our own will. It's not like God sent us. It was our desire that we want to live independently, separately from God. That is why we were sent here. So that desire in itself, that gave birth to ego. So in order to, get purified again, and God does not want us to purify forcefully. He wants this to be our own decision. Like it was our decision to come here, it should again be our own decision to go back. Okay. Okay. Atharv, you also want to ask something?
Ma'am, ma'am, I want to recite the shloka.
Okay, okay. So you can stay on unmute. Arijit also, I'll unmute you. And Ramkrishna, okay? You three can recite here with me now. And the rest also you have to recite, okay? You do it on mute, okay? And in the next shloks, today everyone will recite, okay? Mamyavam shujivaloke
मामेवंशो जीवलोके
जीवभूत सनातनः
जीवभूत सनातनः सनातनः
ममः शस्त्राणि इन्द्रियाणि
मनःषष्ठानीन्द्रियाणि
प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति
प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति
मम्यवंशो जीवलोके
मन्यवंशो जीवलोके जीवलोके
जीवभूत सनातनः
जीवभूत सनातनः
मनशस्तानि इन्द्रियाणि
मनसस्थानि मनःषष्ठानि इन्द्रियाणि
प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति.
प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति.
Okay, very good. So we can now move to the next shlok. Okay, this shlok is clear to everyone. Okay. So we'll just revise once again what we discussed in this shlok, that God is simply saying that we are here in this, we are all conditioned souls and we are struggling with our five or six senses, but we are his, his part and parcels, and we have to return back to him. Okay.
Ma'am, I got to know the shloka.
You already know this shlok. That's very nice.
Ma'am, I learned now.
Okay. Oh, already. You can say without seeing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, say.
मामाविश्य मामाविश्य सजीवलोके जीवभूतः सनातनः मनःषष्ठानीन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति.
Very nice. Hari bol. Okay. So now we move on to the next shlok. You were on unmute, Arijit. Did I not unmute you? You're on mute.
Ma'am, I already know this shloka.
Okay, but we will do this. Okay, we'll others will also know it, right? So we'll do that. Okay. First of all, Arijit, you can sit properly. You'll feel sleepy this way. Okay. All right. So we will do this shlok, okay, with me, but first we will see the meaning of this shlok, okay? And then we will do it in the next time. So this is 15.15, okay? Chapter 15, shlok 15. It says, Sarvasya chaham hridi sanis vishto mata smriti janam apohanam cha vedyascha sarve aham eve vedyo vedanta kridveda videya chaham. So the translation of this particular shlok is, I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me comes remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas, I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta, and I am the knower of all the Vedas. So, what this particular shlok is saying here, that I am seated in everyone's heart. I here refers to Lord Krishna, okay? And from me comes remembrance means, this we remember our whatever we remember, we remember yesterday's activity, we remember what we did 1 week ago, everything that is actually by God's grace, okay? Whatever knowledge also that we have, it's by God's grace. And even forgetfulness, now you might think, what, like, forgetfulness also we get from God? Like, see, if something bad happens in your life, okay, then we forget that with time, right? So even that happens by God's grace. Now, if something bad happens in our life and we still, we remember it every day, will we be able to focus in our present? No, right? We need to forget. We need to sometimes forget the bad memories. So even that, that forgetfulness is actually given by God, by God's grace. Okay. And by all the Vedas, I am to be known. And how do we know God? How do we understand Him? It is through the Vedas. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta and I am the knower of all the Vedas. Okay, this is very simple to understand. So, this is like God is declaring here that it's through his grace and through his because he's seated, and seated in our heart, meaning it's in our hriday. Okay, we have our atma, we have our soul, and God is also there. Okay, so he's there in every, and not just in human beings, like we just saw in the previous shlok. He's there in every living entity. Okay, so now this time we will recite this. So Arijit, you can be on unmute this time. Next, Lakshita. And one more. Sai Charan, you can also be on unmute. Okay, Sai? I know you already know a Atharv, but we'll give everyone a chance, okay? Okay. सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो
सर्वसाचार्य परिसनिविष्टु
मत् स्मृति जनम अपोहनम च
मति श्रीजतमनं
वेदश्च सर्वे अहम् एवेद्यो
वेदिति च सर्वाधं वेदियो
वेदांत कृवेद वेदा चाहम्
वेदांत कृतेद वेद्यात विदचाय
सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो
सर्वसचाहं परिसनिविष्टु
मातृस्मृति जनम अपोहम च वेदश्च सर्वे अहम् एवे वेद्यो
वेदस्य सर्वे आयुर्वेद्यो
वेदांत कृवेद विद्ये चाहम्
वेदांत कृत्वेद च
Okay. Now we will move to the next shlok, okay? You can mute yourselves. Moving on, we have shlok 18.65, okay? This is chapter 18, shlok 65. मन मना भव मद भक्तो मत यजी माम नमस्कुरो माम एवस्यसि satyam te pratijane priyo asi me. The translation of this shlok is, always think of me, become my devotee, worship me, and offer your homage unto me. Thus, you will come to me without fail. I promise you this because you are my very dear friend. So in this particular shlok, na, God is actually, it's a kind of promise, or you can say a kind of, how to say, a secret. He is telling us the secret that what is the way to come to me. He's directly saying it. So what is the way? What is he declaring here? That always think of me. What is this? Smaranam. Remember? Become my devotee. Worship me and offer your homage unto me. Thus, you will come to me without any fail. So, if we do all of this, and it is, like we're already doing, you have already started the path to do many of these things. You are thinking of God. You are already on the path of becoming a devotee. You worship Him also. So, it's good that all of you, you have already started this at this age. Okay. So you will come to me without fail. And I promise you this because you are my very dear friend. So, like we had discussed, right, in one of our sessions also, that whatever path, whatever you do into bhakti and sadhana at this life, it will be continued. Even if you have to take a next birth, it will be continued. So if whatever you can do, be it little bit or in a whatever little bit you can do in devotion, you should continue doing it because it will keep adding up. And in this shlok, God is he's giving a declaration that by following these paths, you can come to me. Okay. And this is actually our all, our motive, that we need to attain moksha. We need to go back to our real home, that is the spiritual world, right? Yes, Arijit, do you want to say something, Arijit? Your hand was raised. It's down now. Okay. Now, next, we can move on to the next shlok. Shraddha, do you have any question, or is it you want to recite a shlok?
I know by heart.
Even you know by heart. That's very nice. You all are learning it beforehand, right? Yes, recite it without seeing.
मन्मनात्पव मन्मत्तो मत्याजे मां नमस्कुरु मामे वैश्यसि सत्यं ते प्रतिजाने प्रियोसि मे.
Hari bol. You do it better than me also. You all, when it comes to shlok recitation, it's nice. You tharf, that's very nice. Hari bol. Keep it up, okay? Okay. Now we will go to the next shlok. First we will no, this one we did not recite, right? Yes, we need to recite this. So you can be on unmute only, Shraddha, again, okay? You can do it again.
मन्मनात्पव
Wait,
मन्मत्तो.
wait. We'll do it together. Okay, 1 second. I will also unmute Viha. Viha, you're there on call, right? You can unmute yourself. And who did not get a chance? Okay, Tharf and Ramkrishna, you can do again, okay? Because the others I'm not being able to unmute you. So Ramkrishna and Atharv and Shraddha, okay? All three of you who are already good in recitation, you can recite this. And the others, you can do it on mute, okay? मन मन भव मन भक्तो
भक्तो
मत याजी मन नमस्कुरे
मनस्कुरु
माम एव्यशाय सत्यम ते
मामेवैश्य सत्यन्ते
प्रतिजाने प्रियोसमी
ताजी प्रियोसमी समे
मन मना भव मत भक्तो
मन्मना भव मद्भक्तो
मत याजी मन नमस्कुरु
याजीवां नमस्कुरु
माम एव्यशासि सत्यम ते
मामेवैश्यासि सत्यन्ते
प्रतिजाने प्रियोसमी
प्रतिजाने प्रियोऽसि मे.
Okay. Now we will move on to the next shlok.
Mataji,
Yes.
I have a doubt that in the 18.65 first when you say here is mon and in the translation here is mot.
This one?
Here is mot.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and in the translation there is mot.
In
Here is mot and
translation.
there is mon.
Okay, wait. Let me see that. Okay, this one you're saying? Then the
There is
translation.
mot M-A-T and there is M-A-N.
Okay, so if this needs to be corrected, I'll get it checked, okay? But thank you for highlighting this. Yeah, in the shlok, I can see it's MAD, and in the translation, it is MAT. Okay, that's good, Ramkrishna. You could see this, okay? If this needs to be corrected, we'll get that checked, okay?
Okay.
All right, now we'll move on to the next shlok. So whoever it's on unmute, now you can mute yourselves for now. We will discuss 18.66 also. We'll have just one more to go and then yes. सर्वधर्मान् परित्याजे मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वां सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः. So in chapter 18, verse 66, it's mentioned that abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all the sinful reactions. Do not fear. So again, here, it's a declaration by Lord Krishna himself that all we have to do is, just abandon all the varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. We do not have to follow, multiple paths. So just all we have to do is just surrender unto him and he shall deliver us from all sinful activities. Sinful activities here, sinful reactions. Remember, we had discussed in Karam that all our actions, it has an equal and opposite reaction, right? That was one law of karma. So if we do anything bad, that bad action, it has a sinful reaction. So God is saying that even, if you surrender unto me, I shall also deliver you from all the sinful reactions. Okay. And what is that deliverance? We will get attain moksha, if we have been delivered from all our sinful reactions. So that's what God is saying in this particular shloka. Okay. So we will recite this also now. Anvit, are you there? You can unmute yourselves. Lakshita, you can also unmute yourself.
Okay.
And K Tanvik. K Tanvik, you can also unmute yourself. You can just try. If you don't know now, it's completely fine. Uh, Even if you pronounce it wrong in the beginning, it's fine. That's how you will learn. Okay. Okay. So let's begin. सर्वधर्मान् परित्याजे
Jai.
मामेकां शरणं व्रज
Ekam
अहं त्वां सर्वपापेभ्यो
Aham tam sarvabhedbhyo
मोक्षयिष्यामि महाशुचः.
mukta sami bhakta
सर्वधर्मान् परित्याजे
sarvadharman parityaje
मामेकां शरणं व्रज
mam ekam saranam vraja
अहं त्वां सर्वपापेभ्यो
aham tam sarvabhedbhyo
शिष्यामि मा शुचः.
mukta sami bhakta.
Now we'll move on to the next shlok. Yes. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno Yatra Partho Dhanurdharah Tatra Sthir Vijaya Bhuti Dhruna Nitir Matir Mama. Yeah, you can unmute yourself for now. Whoever is on unmute. Okay, we're discussing 18. This is the last shlok of Bhagavad Gita, 18.78. This is chapter 18, shlok 78. Okay, and this, it's a Declaration of whom? Who has recited this shlok? It is recited by Sanjaya. Okay, and we'll see what he is saying here. Wherever there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, and wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will also certainly be opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. That is my opinion. So, this particular verse, this is the last verse of Bhagavad Gita, and this is said by Sanjay. Remember Sanjay? Sanjay was who? He had this Divya Drishti through which he could witness this entire conversation between Krishna and Arjun, and he was telling, he was narrating everything to Dhritarashtra. Okay. So what does he say? We'll see this again. Wherever there is Krishna. See, in this verse here, you will see Yatra Yogeshwara. Why is Krishna referred to as Yogeshwara here? Because he came to deliver the knowledge of yoga. Okay, that's why Yogeshwara. Then we say Yatra Partho Dhanurdhara. So who is Dhanurdhara here? Arjun. Okay. Tatra Sthir Vijayo Bhuti. What does he mean? What does he want to state here? That in wherever there is Krishna and wherever there is Arjun, there will always certainly be opulence. Opulence means, it means prosperity. Okay. And then there will be victory and extraordinary power and morality. And this is my opinion, meaning this is Sanjay's opinion. He's already telling Dhritarashtra, in a way, is giving him a hint that the result of this war, who will win this war, wherever there is Lord Krishna and Arjun. And this is because Sanjay, when he heard this conversation between Lord Krishna and Arjun, he had already understood. That who will be the victory, who will win the war. So he gave his opinion in the last show. Okay. Now we will recite this quickly. So, okay, I'll just pick the ones whose hands are raised. Okay, so that we can do this quickly. Atharv, you can recite this.
Yes, ma'am.
Shraddha.
Yes.
And Ram Krishna. Okay. Okay. So just we'll recite this quickly, okay, and then we will take the doubts. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno.
Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna.
Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha.
Yatra Patro Dhanurtaraha.
Tatra Sthir Vijayo Bhutir.
Yatra Sri Vijayo Bhutir.
Dhruva Nitirmatir Mama.
Dhruva Nitir Mama.
Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno.
Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna.
Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha.
Yatra Patro Dhanurtaraha.
Tatra Sri Vijayo Bhutir.
Tatra Sri Vijayo Bhutir.
Dhruva Nitirmatir Mama.
Dhruva Nitir Mama.
Okay. So this was okay. This was the last shlok. This is how the Bhagavad Gita ends, with this particular shlok. Now we can take the doubts, for today's. We had discussed whichever, if you have doubt from any of the shloks that we have discussed today. So Ramakrishna, your hand is raised. You can start. Yes, say Ramakrishna.
मैंने I want to tell that this material world is like a hospital, and the spiritual world is like our home. So that because we go to hospital, so because like a sickness and all, no. So that sickness and all are our problems.
Yes, that's very correct. Okay, you already have a very good understanding. I can see that you've done. You attended E-Gurukul sessions before?
No.
So you have a very good knowledge. How did you get that?
I started recording.
Okay, that's very nice. So what Ramakrishna he was trying to say, I will brief it in short for everyone. So he's saying it's like a hospital, this particular place that we are living in, and we have come here to purify ourselves. So that is what he said, and he quoted it very nicely. That's very nice. So, Lakshita, yes.
Ma'am, at the first one, Dhritarashtra was asking Sanjaya how is the war is going on. At the last one, Sanjaya is telling the information about the.
Yes.
Student.
So, Bhagavad Gita, it started with Dhritarashtra's question and it's ending with Sanjay's answer. That's correct. Yeah. Okay. Yes, Shraddha.
I know Sarva Yatra Yoga by heart.
Okay. So, you want to recite that? Wait, I will hide it first. Okay. Yes, recite it.
Sarva Parityajya Mamekam Saram Praja Am Tva Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayashyami Vimasvacha.
Hari Bol, Shraddha, very nice. And you also, how do you learn? You also seem to have a good understanding of Bhagavad Gita already at this age. Have you been learning from before only?
Yeah.
From where?
So my mama, my mother.
Oh, that's very nice. You have a very good knowledge at this age. That's very nice. Keep it up, okay?
Okay.
Yes, Atharv.
Ma'am, what was the second shloka you taught?
Okay, see, I will quickly show the slides. Even I was checking just now that how many shloks we had done today. See, the first shlok that we did today was 15.7, okay? Then we discussed
I
15.
know this one.
You know this one?
Yes, ma'am.
That's very nice. You can recite quickly. Then we will end the session also.
Yes, ma'am. सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तस्मृतिज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृत्वेदविदेह चाहम्.
Hari Bol Athar, very nice. And you all also, learning from before, from someone in your family?
Ma'am, I'm learning from classes. I'm going to Bhagavad Gita classes after E-Gurukul.
Okay, that's very nice. So physically also you attend classes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's very nice, Athar. And it's very nice to see that, all of you, you're already on this path at this age. It is very nice. You will have a better understanding of your life. You will be able to make better decisions, in comparison to other children who are of your age, because you're already into this path. That's very nice, okay? And you should continue doing it. So after this, we had, we'll just see a quick recap. Okay, then we did 18.65, then we did 18.66, and then 18.78. Okay, so anyone else has any other doubts? Then we can end the session. You have your deep down session also, right? Of Kartik Mass. So any more doubts, anyone? Or any sharings, any learnings, if you want to, share like how Ramakrishna shares? Okay, then. So I think it's good to end then. Okay, we will meet in the next. Okay, Mataji. Yeah. Yes, Mataji, you have something to share? Shilpi Mataji? Okay, so we will end the session then. Okay, you can take a quick break and you can join your next session at 7 p.m.
Hare Krishna everyone, Anvit, Tanvik, Krishna, Shraddha and Viha. Please switch on your videos if possible. And where Hari Bol Saicharan, I can see your tilak. Hari Bol. And you didn't apply Tulsi leaf. Where is Tulsi leaf? We have to apply Tulsi leaf like this. Okay? What you have to do? You just dip your finger in the tilak and apply it like okay? Sad Saicharan. The session was not that much good, kya? Okay, so Haribol, who has applied tilak, and Athar, where is your tilak? I know you are just regretting now that you have not applied tilak. Okay, so I have an announcement. Haribol Lakshita, I have seen your tilak, and Shraddha, please apply tilak if possible. So you have a test. Okay, you have an oral test also. Okay, are you all aware about the oral test? You all are aware? Okay, and when will you share your oral test? You know na, you have to share by Monday. Okay, Monday is the last day of oral test submission. Okay, what you have to do, you have to recite any two shloka and any two shloka from the given list. Okay, I have shared the list. If you have any doubt in the list, if you, and you are not finding the list, you can DM me. Okay, you can text me on the WhatsApp. I will provide that. Okay, is this fine? And then you have to learn any two shloka. In level 1, we have learned only one shloka, but in level 2, we have to learn two shlokas. Okay? Like in first class, we have little work and then our work increases. Hai na? In the same way, in level 1, we have learned one shloka, and in level 2, we have to learn two shlokas. Okay? So you have to learn two shlokas, any two shlokas from the given list, and then you have to recite it while your eyes were closed and your hands are joining. Okay, and then you have to record a video and send it to me or to your facilitator ma'am, that is Spurti Huli ma'am. Okay, and one more announcement is that you have a compulsory MCQ test on this Sunday. Please make sure that you are giving the test. If you are not giving the test, you will not receive the certificate. Okay, first there are two importance of tests. One is you will get the certificate, and another one is you got the chance to revise the whole syllabus that you have covered in this week. Okay, and we'll share the syllabus in the group. You have to revise the syllabus and then you have to give the syllabus. Okay, you have to give the test, and tests are mandatory for the certificate. If you are daily attending classes but you are not giving the test, and you are watching recordings or whatever you are doing but you are not giving the test, you will not receive the certificate. Okay, is this clear to everyone? Okay, Hare Krishna, see you in the next class. And where is
Hare
your
Krishna,
cow
ma'am.
activities? One Hare Krishna. Where is your cow activity? I'm waiting for them. When will you share your Goshala activity? I announced it yesterday, na? Yesterday it was Gopastami, and you have to visit to Goshala, or like you have to feed a cow wherever you found a cow. Okay. So you didn't find any cow. You find okay. You can share your pics or videos if you have any. Okay. Hare Krishna. We can wind up now. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, everyone. See you in the next class. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Ma'am.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.